So I'm getting emotional because the more that I'm here, I'm just seeing a lot of synchronicities and signs, and I don't know what it is that I'm here for exactly. Like, obviously, one of them is facing my fears of solo traveling, but it's something bigger than that. Like, I don't know what it is. And, I see people asking, like, well, what did God say? Like, what's the reason He has you out there? And I don't know, right? And it's not I don't know as if I'm confused. It's simply what He said was take a flight, pack your bags, and go. And that's it. And I asked him, God, what am I doing out there? And he said, when you go, I'll tell you, right? So he's just been directing my steps. And I'm not sure exactly what it is because obviously, one of the reasons he wanted me to come out here was to face my fear of solo traveling. But my spirit just feels so much deeper. Like, I don't know what it is, but it's making me emotional because for those that have felt like a strong presence of God, like when you first feel it, you don't know what it is, so you feel the need to like be like, oh no, something's wrong because I feel something, right? And it feels similar to that. It feels like when I first used to feel the presence of God and he would really like be heavy on me. It feels like that of like, I don't know what's about to happen, and it's scaring me because I have a fear of stepping into the unknown still. Like, the flight didn't just make my fear go away, it just, loosened it up a bit. But I don't know what it is. So for the people asking, I don't know. I'm not confused. So for the people that are saying like God wouldn't, make you confused, He didn't make me confused. Confusion means He told you one thing and then the next minute He tells you something else, or He tells you something else. He didn't do any of that. All He said was take a flight, prepare, pack your bags, go. Go when I say go. That's it. And He said there's something big out there, something that is going to shift you into your next season. That's all He told me. So yeah, I'm just as surprised as you guys. I don't know. So I'm figuring out just like y'all, which is scary because for people to be witnessing like a possible testimony and I'm also witnessing it at the same time, that's scary. So I don't know. Just send your prayers if you want. Just show some love and encouragement because although I am really strong with keeping myself together, sometimes I do get doubts. Sometimes I do try to run away from things before it has time to prosper or, come into fruition. And I just pray and I continue to pray all day. I just continue to pray that God just keep me still, like keep me humble, keep me still, keep me confident in what you told me because I don't like feeling like my decisions waver depending on what I feel. Like, it doesn't matter what I feel. It doesn't matter if I don't feel God right now or I don't hear Him as clearly as I did when I was in the wilderness season. It doesn't matter. You're not going to hear Him every single time. Like, He's not going to direct every single one of your steps sometimes, right? Sometimes He just allows you to do it. And that's this trouble I had today is asking God, okay, what now, God? Like, what now? And He's just like, choose. Where do you want to go? Go. And it made me emotional because I'm like, God, I don't want to make the worst. I don't want to make a bad decision. And He's just like, do you understand if I called you here, it's because I know every single decision you're going to make. I knew you were going to make this decision before you were even born. Make the decision. Whatever you want to do, go. And He's training me that, like, in the future, you can't just ask, hey, God, what now, what now, what now, to everything. You have to make certain decisions, and you have to trust that God is leading you, even without Him saying anything. Like, your good decisions are led by God, whether you like it or not, whether you realize it or not. So don't be so stuck on God has to directly tell me in order for me to do something. Go. Stop being so scared to make a mistake. Like, and I think that's what I have to realize is like, I have to realize God already seen the future. He knows what's there. So there is no messing up what God has for me if I'm literally leaning on Him to know what I have to do. It's not like I'm just disobeying Him and going the opposite direction. I'm actually leaning on Him because I'm dependent on Him because I don't know. Like, my steps are directed by Him. So yeah, again, for those that have been asking, I don't know. I'm figuring out just like y'all. The only thing God told me is pack your bags. He did say you're moving. But I don't know if he's meant this time. I don't know. That's the one where I can't for sure say that. But he definitely said, you're taking a trip. He said, book a flight to Orlando. I ended up in Fort Lauderdale. He said, prepare. He said, pack your bags. He said, there's something big out there, something bigger than you. And he said, it's a surprise. That's it. So, yeah.